Hello and welcome to the Inspiring Life School podcast. This is your host, Frances Vidakovic, and on this podcast, I'll be sharing with you the most valuable strategies to live your one wildly beautiful and most precious life. Because this is it, my friend. In case you haven't guessed, when it comes to life, there's no rewind or pause button that exists. They say that the way that you spend your days is the way that you spend your life. So my one and only goal here is to help you stop wasting your time, stop holding yourself back in life, stop experiencing non-stop negative mind chatter, stop just dreaming without doing, and start living life fearlessly instead, with more purpose, focus, and intention. I sincerely want you to live life in a way that when you come to the end of it, you know deep down in your heart that you 100% gave it your all, flaws and all. This podcast is not about doing life perfectly. Instead, it is about experiencing and living life with more clarity and courage and truly appreciating this precious adventure that we are so blessed to be on. So if you're with me here today, it's time to stop spinning in circles, get off the hamster wheel for good, put your hands back on the steering wheel of your life, and finally start living life in a way that you won't later regret. With that being said, let's dive on in. Hello, my friend, and welcome to the Inspiring Life School podcast. I'm your host, Frances Vidakovic, and this bonus episode, in addition to the 7 that follow, will be a special behind-the-scenes look at some important foundational lessons that I created for an old coaching program of mine. So I recently found these sitting in my business vault, and I thought, oh my gosh, I absolutely should share these. Even though they're a little old, I'm pretty sure they're around 2 years old, I'm still 100% aligned with everything that I teach in these older videos. So these bonus episodes, I want you to consider them to be a belated Christmas gift from me to you. These lessons, which were previously only available to private students of mine, are what I consider to be essential knowledge that you 100% need to embrace if you want to achieve amazing results in your life. So embracing these lessons are definitely going to help you feel calmer, more focused, and more intentional in your life. Now, I should note, I've definitely grown a lot as a teacher and a speaker since I first recorded these videos, thank gosh. But trust me, these episodes are still worth a listen, as the content still to this day forms a core foundation upon which everything that I teach inside the Inspiring Life School, all my courses, all my programs, you need to know this stuff. You absolutely do. So these episodes will all be short and sweet, but my gosh, they really do have the power to totally transform your life, especially if you don't just listen, but you go ahead and implement the teachings in your own life. So with that being said, sit back and please enjoy my little surprise gift for you. Welcome, my friends, to the second foundational lesson. So as I mentioned already, these lessons are here to provide you a really good, strong support, something that you can build upon so that you stay strong and resilient even when the weather turns bad, okay, so that you don't fall apart. So in this second lesson, it's about understanding that we are humans with a human brain. So what does this mean? It means that we are prone to experiencing both positive and negative emotions throughout life. That is just part of being a human, okay? Everyone in this world is exactly the same. So I love this analogy of 50-50. It means that 50% of the time we're going to have some negative emotions, all of us. We can experience anger, frustration, disappointment, all those negative, not so fun emotions. And at the same time, 50% of the time, life will feel a little bit easier. Like we'll experience peace and calm and joy and excitement and so forth. This is true for everyone, no matter who you are married to, no matter what you are doing in your business or what your kids are like. It's 50-50, whether you are rich or poor or no matter who you are. That's just part of being a human. So what I love to teach when it comes to understanding emotions is that it's really important not to resist these emotions when they come up, but allow them to be. So the goal of this coaching program is not to have you feeling happiness 100% of the time. If I could wish that to you or I could wish that to anyone, I'd be doing it, but I'd be telling you a lie, because all of us in this world are just prone to experiencing the whole full array of emotions because we are humans. It's almost impossible to be 100% happy all of the time, and it's a lot more like, I think we get so much out of being realistic. You can experience both positive and negative, so what do we do with that piece of information? I think it's really important that we learn how to manage our emotions so that when those negative emotions pop up, we go, okay, this is just the part of life where it's a little bit tough. I might be experiencing frustration and boredom and etc. What can I do? Like, how can I manage those emotions better? So if anything, I can come to a place of peace. So even though I could be feeling frustrated about something, what I like to personally do is to say, okay, I'm just having a human moment. I am being a human. I'm not making that frustration mean anything about me. It's just part of being a human. I let that emotion come up and then I let it go. I don't hold on tightly to it. I don't make it mean anything about the fact that it doesn't mean anything about where my future is going or who I am as a person. It just is. So just allow those negative emotions to pop up when they do. Learn how to manage it. How can you manage it well? And there's so many fantastic tools that we can put to use when it comes to feeling angry and frustrated. And just about remembering that your feelings are coming from your thoughts. It's like basic psychology 101. Your thoughts are impacting your feelings, which are impacting your results. And we're going to talk about that in the next foundational lesson. But for now, it's just so important to understand that feeling negative emotions is totally normal. The goal of this course and life is not to necessarily feel happy all the time, but to understand that you're a human that experiences those full array of emotions, and you can let those feelings come and go. Okay, you just observe them, you let them be, you feel them, and you let them go. You don't turn it into a drama. It's not a drama if you're experiencing a negative emotion. It just means that you are a human that is prone to feeling negative emotions at times and positive ones. It's 50-50. So I just really want you to take that on board, okay? Once you have really good expectations about emotions and understanding that you are a human, that does not mean that you can't chase goals in life and that you can't dream big and you can't do all of those things when it comes to living a fantastic, fearless, courageous life. It just means that along the way on this journey, we're going to experience both positive and negative emotions. Totally normal, and to allow those emotions to come, but not to make them mean anything and not to hold onto them tightly. Just experience them and let them go. So just keep this information in the back of your mind. Human brain experiencing both positive and negative emotions, totally normal, okay? And this is just going to give you some peace. So when those negative emotions come up, you know that you can cope with it because it's all about managing your emotions well. So take this information in, and I will catch you in the next foundational lesson. Until then, take care. Thank you so much for listening to the Inspiring Life School podcast. I really appreciate you allowing me to be a part of your life. If you'd love to stay in touch, please know that you can always find me on Instagram at Vidakovic, or you can visit my website, inspiringmumlife.com, where you can sign up and receive so many amazing freebies that I've created just for you to help you implement all my teachings into practice. There you'll also find all my online courses, resources and programs that I've created to help you up-level your life in seriously the simplest way possible, so that you can ultimately create for yourself a life that feels simpler, lighter, and allows you to show up in a way that you love as your best and most authentic version of yourself. Now remember, this podcast is all about not just dreaming but also doing, because to create true sustainable change in your life, you need to be willing to do things differently. And that's what I'm here to support you to do every single step along the way, so that you too can begin to live your one wild and precious life with less stress, less overwhelm, less drama, and instead with zero regrets. Finally, if this podcast resonates with you at all and you appreciate the content, I would absolutely love for you to show your support by leaving me a review on Apple Podcasts. I'm on a mission to help more people wake up to the preciousness of life and to help them live their days with more intention and purpose, and your review will help make this goal of mine possible. Well, once again, thank you so much. I have loved spending this time with you, and I look forward to connecting with you again. I am Vidakovic, and you have been listening to the Inspiring Life School podcast.